On today's show, I'm making crispy chicken thighs with a white wine pan sauce. This is going to be delicious. We have a lot of really good spices. We're also going to make it with a rice as well. So let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Diabetic Diet Show. Let's start out with our rice. I have the oven preheating to 450 for my chicken. So you can boil this rice on the stove if you want, or you can use a rice pot. I have this package here. I'm following the directions on it. And have butter for it, and water, just like that. And then I hit the start button on the front, and when it's done, it clicks, lets you know that it's done. Let's do the chicken next. So we'll get the fire going, get it nice and hot. Need some olive oil. I have a garlic mushroom. This should be delicious. Brand new bottle. Now for the chicken, I need to season it with some salt and pepper. So I'm using thighs today. They're kind of the best thing to use for cooking up like this. So here's our salt and our pepper. Just like that. Get these going here all nice and hot, and we're going to put them in here skin side down. So as soon as that starts to shimmer like that, now we can go ahead and get these in here. If these were crowded in the pan that came from the store, you have to kind of push down on them a little bit to get them to open up. And I'm going to set a timer on those for 6 minutes. Let's lower it to medium heat. 4 ingredients. We have rosemary that I've measured out, a white wine, sour cream, 2 shallots. This is a chive for the topping after we're all done cooking everything. We'll put that aside. And I've measured out some beef broth as well. Now we have 4 minutes remaining, so I'm going to start on my shallots. These shallots, all I'm going to do is cut them up small enough that I can put them in a food processor. Okay, we're down to the last few seconds. Don't worry about the temperature of these at this point. This cooking them for this amount of time was just to brown them up. I have the oven preheating, and I have my pan with foil preheating as well. Now I can spray this. I put a splash guard on here. put these in with the top of the chicken or the skin side down. Now I'm going the other direction, skin side up. There's only 2 of us, so I'm only making 4 of these. If you got a big family, you could make more than 1 pan if need be. Cook them in batches. Now we're going to throw this in the oven with a temperature probe in the largest one. Tells me they're 149 already. Better get another glove before I grab that. I'd be surprised. Try not to do that. Okay, they're 156. They're pretty close. Now what we can do is our onions. So I have a chopper for my onions. I don't want to turn them into soup, but I want to make them small so they're more digestible. There we go. They look fantastic. Them in my mixing bowl. Get a spatula to get the rest out of here. Okay, that's beeping already. Now you're only going to cook those in the oven for about 10 minutes or so. It doesn't take that long. So we'll let those sit while I finish this. Sour cream. A couple of nice big tablespoons full. And some broth. White wine. Seasoning and mix. I'm going to start my pan again, back on high so it heats up. All the wine and the seasoning smell great. I will just stir this. A little more seasoning. Have to bring this to a boil. This has been simmering for a bit. Get that turned off. Smells delicious. Just give it a little bit of a stir with my tongs. Now let's get this chicken out. By the way, a tip on that probe, you do not want to soak that Taylor probe in water. You want to just squirt it with some dish soap and hold your hand up on the top and just give it a rinse. If you get water in the probe, it will stop working. I would think it's somewhat waterproof, but I had one stop working on me. Okay, so these are in a pan like this for a couple of minutes. And just let them soak that up. And then the remaining juice from the chickens, we'll pour that in. And then we can pitch this. Wow, the smells from all of this is just phenomenal. Nice big bed of rice. Grab out a nice looking chicken breast here. And then some of this can go right on top, just like that. This is going to be delicious, folks. Chives. That's why you dump it in your hands, because I accidentally got a lot out. Well, that's the show for the day. I hope you've enjoyed watching. And by the way, I have 2 more just like this.